Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 11 of the final season of Supergirl. Last week's episode saw the team continuing to help Orlando and Joey as this low-income housing that they were slated to move into after everything that happened in the previous episodes is threatened by the city trying to repurpose that low-income housing building into a place for a corporation to move into so they could just bring in more jobs rather than helping the people that need the help here in the city. Kind of tackling a little bit of gentrification in this episode, which was, it was all right. It was handled pretty well. It was still a pretty solid episode all in all. But the core of the episode, outside of that, really, like as far as moving the main plot of the season forward, came through in the Nia subplot where she made her deal with Nyxly, and Nyxly held up part of the bargain for a day. She brought her mother back, but she trapped Nia in this pocket dimension for that day. She could not leave. She could not contact her friends. She could not warn anybody of what Nyxly is doing. And so while Nia's trapped here with her mother is just like, Nia, what the fuck have you done? And I loved that whole little bit. And then she was like, all right, you brought me here. You got 24 hours. We're going to use it. We're going to train. You can't take back what you just did. You messed up, but we're going to use this time to get you up to snuff for once we get back out there, because Nyxly's going to screw this shit up, man. So she starts training. In the meantime, Nyxly is out there, hooks up with Mitch, who was part of the menagerie from the flashbacks episodes when they went back into the past, the prom episodes. Is back to his old shenanigans again. Picks up Nyxly, and they work together to orchestrate this whole little scheme to get Kara. But the whole thing ended up to be an entire ruse just to create a device that'll help Nyxly get her powers back. And she's successful. And just to get a little extra stab at Kara, she destroys the low-income housing building that they spent the entire episode trying to win over for Orlando and Joey. So, ooh, dick move. And powerless in the whole thing because Nyxly has her magic back. Kara does the only thing she can think of to fight magic with magic, and she calls Mxyzptlk, man. She brings in Mixie. Of all people, we got imp on imp action, fifth dimension on fifth dimension. I'm really curious to see where this whole thing goes. Definitely the hypest moment of the season for me so far. Holy shit. I can't wait to see these two imps go at it and see how this actually works. Like, how are they actually going to fight? How's this going to play out? I really want to know. So I'm excited. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this episode, guys. If you want to see my full-length, unedited reaction to the entire episode, to see the stuff that I couldn't leave into the highlights for YouTube, you can check those out over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, get you access to those as well. It just helps support the channel. I'm working with possibly lining up an editor, and that's one of the ways we can try to move forward into doing some of those things. But guys, let's go ahead and get ready to dive into this episode. Here we go.
Princess Nyxly Piddlins? Supergirl?
Mixie, get me out of here.
Oh, no, you don't. He's mine.
What are you talking about? I summoned you.
Unfortunately, you both did. Although it is lovely to see you again, Your Highness.
Oh, really?
You were trying to destroy most of the fifth dimension.
Only those that betrayed me.
Imps can track each other when they use magic, so when I snap you out of there, be ready to fly us away like our lives depended on it.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay.
She was going to escape the Phantom Zone sooner or later.
What do you mean?
Well, she learned from her father. You're kidding. Wicked King Burpix? Doesn't ring a bell? Wow, okay. I can explain everything.
You told Supergirl that you could sense each other's energies.
Okay.
Good point. Good
I
catch.
can explain everything with words. Unless this place has a decent sound system.
What the hell? I love Thomas Lennon, man. Yeah, this is probably still going to need to be muted. knowing WB.
Thousands of years ago, there was an evil imp named Jared, and he created a powerful Allstone to give him mastery over everything.
Everything, as in?
Everything. Energy, matter, magic, even life and death. And they blew up the Allstone, scattering the pieces throughout the known universes where they became the totems. Pretty much every planet has a set.
I'm sorry, but what does any of this have to do with Nyxly
What the
showing up
fuck?
to put you in the crystal?
To give power to the crystal, the orb needs to have an imp with the blood of Jared, and guess who has 2 thumbs and is Jared's last descendant? It's also why I had to testify against Nyxly. King Burpix made me.
If that's how she repowered herself, couldn't we reverse the plans to build something to depower her?
We can still do this.
Don't worry. Nobody puts Mixie in a crystal on our watch.
Nia, are you all right?
I couldn't tell who that was.
Nyxly used you.
That doesn't matter. Now I'm dreaming of Mixie dead in some awful imp ice.
Okay.
I let Nyxly out with no way to stop her.
That it was Nyxly
Used me.
in the cage.
And tell Kara.
No, I can't.
She'll understand that Nyxly manipulated you. She's on the same team as you are.
Just help me figure this out myself. Please.
I don't know about that, but Selena?
Miss Luther? Hello. It is you. Do you have bags? David?
My mother grew up here.
Your mother. How wonderful. What was her name?
Elizabeth Walsh.
She's a dirty witch.
Excuse me?
Sorry, Miss Luther. Sadly, we don't have a room for you after all. You need to go.
Is her birth mother not great either?
Plans that Nyxly had Dr. Rath build to jumpstart her magic with Supergirl's energy.
This is great. We can do this.
Not yet. The re-engineered device will need a constant magical power source.
Or we hit her with this.
The Phantom Zone projector.
What I understand, one
Didn't Mon-El use something magical against you when he fought you for Kara's hand? Yes, that's right. That amulet.
I actually hid it in a cave in the jungle in Corto Maltese, although that cave was being used by a guerrilla warlord as his base the last time I checked.
We can save you and Nyxly. We can save everyone.
Yoink. All right.
You gave me what I needed. And now you're nothing more to me than a gnat. And I am the bright light that you are drawn to. It will incinerate you.
We can still help each other.
Kind of feel bad for the guy.
An imp without magic is like a rocket ship without fuel. Impressive, but it won't get you very far.
Aw. So we had our MacGuffin, and now the whole episode is about making our MacGuffin feel bad.
Don't you folks caused enough pain?
I don't understand. Maybe if I could just talk to your mother.
You can't, because she's dead. And your mom's the one who killed her.
What the fuck is going on? What the fuck?
It's a kitty.
What the hell? Did she create this cat or make a cat big?
Magic cat. Fifth dimensional beings possess unparalleled strength here.
I pulled Nyxly from the dream realm. Maybe I can pull this one the other way.
You could create an energy vortex, then pin you in the dream realm forever.
Oh, is he gonna bottle the damn thing? No! God! What is that shit, dude? I mean, it is a cat. It is a big cat. Giant laser pointer. Ah. Bottled it, man.
I could demonstrate straight, or you could choose to not make me angry and just give me what I want.
We still don't have a working anti-magic cuff yet.
Or a way to get it onto Nyxly.
Not a problem. I'll do it. And so will I.
What?
Nyxly, what did you do?
While I was tidying up, I found this handy little copy machine. And until. Oh, that felt yucky.
What the fuck? I don't remember that thing. Have we seen that thing before? The fuck is that?
So, it's not your fault. It's mine. And you can't forgive me, but Nyxly is
A master manipulator. She fooled me too.
You don't hate me?
Hey, Nia, you made a mistake. We all have. What's important right now is that we learn from our mistakes and use it to stop her together.
Enter this woodland fleshlight.
Who are you? I mean you no harm.
You look just like...
Elizabeth Walsh. I'm her daughter.
I need a drop of your blood.
And I don't want to waste your time, but I don't believe in magic.
Let the truth persuade you.
The world you live in, Lena. What? It's one thing if it was before everything got combined. Because everything was just aliens and tech then, but...
From a long line of witches. Most people shunned me for it. But your mother and Margaret, they had the gift too. And your mother's spark was powerful. And we three worked quietly, content.
What is with this editing?
Her husband, Tommy, was well liked. No one believed he beat his wife. We took matters into our own hands. There's no denying that fire was unnatural. The town turned on us, threatened to stone us.
And my mother?
She escaped to the States. Said she'd taken up with Lionel Luther. Said she was living under his control because she no longer trusted herself. Your mother wants you to know she was only trying to protect Margaret. Her heart was pure. She didn't realize her own power.
Thank you for telling me this.
Similar to what Lena's been through. Heart was in the right place, but she's done some dangerous things in the name of good. Oh, that's the most noticeable thing ever.
Sprock. The crystal's magic is interrupting the image inducer's off-it drive.
What is this? If you won't deliver, Nyxly, I'll make him come to me.
What the hell?
I'm not going to kill you.
Oh.
He is. I know you're watching. After our plot failed, I was certain my ally would come to my defense. Nyxly has already proven he only cares about himself. He can do the same for you.
Show's over. Everything's back as it was.
Nyxly, you can't be here.
Oh, but he is.
No matter what you say, you are not a murderer.
Did you not see the hell jargon?
You playing with magic. You're angry. And you have every right to be. Dedicating your life to destruction and revenge, that is not gonna make up for the things that happened to you. You don't need that crystal. We can be stronger together.
Nah.
You gave me no choice.
Supergirl, no! I got this! Stronger together.
What the fuck was this fight?
You have your mother's gift? No, that's absurd. Look, I said I questioned my cynicism. I didn't say I dropped it. Flowers, I believe what you showed me, but I also believe that there's a scientific explanation for it. I just need to find it. The laws of witchcraft work on a different plane than the laws of science. You would not have been able to use the stone if you didn't have the spark, Lena.
If you survive what's next, any life you desire is yours. But first, you need to help me find the totem of courage. Because when you control courage, you control fear.
And these shows and their totems and paragons and whatever. Let's see where this goes. This fetch quest goes next for the latter half of the season.
Then we need to find them first. And this time, no holding back.
Okay, I'm going to just say that this episode wasn't as interesting as I thought it would be. Sadly. I mean, but it was okay, I guess, kind of. Seeing Thomas Lennon in here was great, though I wish he just had a little bit more to do, man. Nyxly, though, just showed off how powerful she is, how powerful these imps can be, though I just don't know why at the same time Nyxly can't just cancel her out. Why he had to go into hiding, why they couldn't just kind of, I don't know. I can't remember if there was an explanation for that. Honestly, I'll say like the most interesting aspect of this episode was Lena's plot. Find out her mother was a witch. And I don't know. I'm curious where that's going to go. Is Lena going to become a witch? Is Lena going to learn how to use magic and her science brain? Is she going to science magic? I don't know. I have no idea where that shit's going to go. Really don't. So we got 9 episodes to go after this. Is that right? I think there's 20 episodes for the season, if I remember correctly. Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure there's only 20 episodes of this final season. So we're like over the halfway mark. Yeah, 20 episodes. So we're over the halfway mark. We've got 9 more to go. So like, how many totems did they say there were? Enough to dedicate an episode for each totem for the remainder. I'm pretty sure. Aside from the penultimate and the finale, I think. Even sharing a lot of the same identities as like the paragons. I thought they were like going to say the paragons were the totems for a second. I was like, oh, this is the final season, so maybe we'll have a kind of like we'll go play around with all the other characters for a little bit. Nah, we're not going to waste money on that. So I'm curious to see how that goes. It's going to be these objects they got to go and find, and they could be anything, which helps them with their budget because they could just make it whatever prop they kind of have and make a story around it. The giant cat was interesting. It was kind of funny. Brainy having to save the day by bottling the cat. Kara using her heat vision to laser pointer the cat was funny. Then the dragon. Yeah. This episode was a little all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. The Lena bits were the best parts to me. The Lena and the Andrea bits. And Nia admitting what she did to the team and taking ownership of it. Aside from that, yeah, we'll see where it goes. I honestly don't have anything really else to say about this episode. I feel like it was like it had a lot of wasted potential is all I'm gonna say. Especially coming right off the heels of Stargirl's episode. But anyway, what did you guys think? What did you guys think of the episode? What did you think was the most interesting Bart? What would you think the most interesting Bart? Anyway, what did you guys think was the most interesting part? Where do you think things are going to go from here? sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. We remember, if you want to see the full-length unedited reaction, you can check that out over on my Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel, get you access to that as well. We can carry on the conversation down in the comments, or you can come join our Discord or follow me on all my socials where we can talk about that there. Links to all of those are in the description of this video. But before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Manny, Cher, Ryan, Karen, Jason, Coleman, Philly, Vane, Yuri, Kurskov, and Margaret Grace. Thank you guys so much for your support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll catch you guys next week with the next episode of Supergirl. Take care, everybody.